Okay, so I haven't worked full-time since 2012. If you're new here, my name is Susan. I've been working online since 2012, where I have my own business and sell my own physical goods and some digital goods. But I'm thinking about some of the lies we tell ourselves about the working world. I have my little notebook here. Do you ever keep notes? I love notes. Anyway, and I'm just thinking of some of the lies of the working world. And when you put it in perspective, it's incredible. That's an old system, and we now have a new system where you can go online and you can make a passive income if you set up an automated system, right? And you can make incredibly good money. And I've had quite a bit of success online, but I am changing now more into digital marketing because some of my digital products have done really well. So I'm getting more and more into that. I am taking the roadmap at the moment. I'm not done the course, but I'm very impressed what it has to offer so far. Having taken quite a few courses, this one is really knocks it out of the ballpark, right? So let's think about some of the lies that we have had in the working world. All right, so if you work hard, you'll be promoted, you'll make more money. Well, you know, that's just not true, because some of us work hard and sometimes the promotion doesn't come. And it depends on what's going on in your office, whether you've worked in an office. I've worked in a lot of different industries: fast food, hospitality, finance, retail, government, you name it. I've worked in it over the years, right? And leaving that in my mid-30s, I would say my mid to late 30s, when I left that, it felt really, really good, because I just knew I wasn't cut out for that kind of work. I just knew, I thought, man, this is absolute bull, right? Like, this is not working for me. I'm not a meetings person. I'm not a paper pusher. I want to do my own thing. So I knew that I had to just strike out on my own. So that's the one thing. If you work hard, you'll get promoted, you'll earn more money. Not true. If you study, you'll get a really good job. Well, I've known people with university degrees who never find work or a good paid job in their field, and they're paying off loads of debt, which will maybe even take them the rest of their life to pay off, depending on where they've gone to university, how many years they've studied. So they're just downloaded with this huge mountain of debt straight out of school, right? And even then, what kind of job do they do, and what's the pay there? So then you just end up with that to start with, straight out of school. Monday to Friday is all you have. You live for the weekend. Woohoo, it's Friday. It's the weekend. And then what do you have? Saturday. And what are you going to do on Saturday? You know, you're going to do your laundry, vacuuming, groceries, all the things you're too tired and exhausted to do when you come home from work on Monday to Friday. You know, you want to flop down in front of the TV. You don't even want to cook dinner sometimes. You know, you got to take care of the kids, or, you know, you've got to, maybe you have an elderly parent you have to take care of. Maybe you're a caregiver. So you're absolutely tired, frustrated, exhausted. And then, you know, retiring at 65 is normal. Well, it's not. You shouldn't only have to wait till you're 65 or 69 or 70 or whatever it is nowadays to enjoy life, to travel, to see the world, to have an adventure. Why do you have to wait for that age? You know, we live in a digital age now where you can make money online, and you should be traveling and having an adventure at a younger age. You shouldn't have to wait for that age, or maybe never. Because I've seen elderly people that are still really elderly and they're still working. And I mean, maybe they want to get out of the house and they want to do that. Maybe that's their choice. I don't know, but it's kind of sad to see. And seeing people who don't have that extra income, that are not able to do what they want, when they want, with whom they want, right? Another thing is saving for your whole life so that you can only travel later on. Well, I have literally known people who were about to retire. They were so excited. They had saved. They were going to travel, but then they didn't make it. They passed away. And it was completely tragic, because I'm like, here's someone who's about to retire, who's about to have the adventure of their lifetime. You know, they've been squirreling away all this money for all these decades and years, and then they just don't make it because they get ill or something happens, right? It's a total tragedy, and I don't think it's the way you should live life. I think life should be something different, and we have the opportunity now to create a different kind of life outside of this old system. You know, yes, there's always going to be jobs, but why aren't you able to do something else that brings you something more if you want to, if you don't want to be in that system, if you don't enjoy your job? Another thing, asking for 2 weeks vacation, you know. Hey, can I have 2 weeks? Or is that going to fit in? Or, oh gosh, you know, I don't know if I can even afford to go anywhere with the 2 weeks, you know, with rising costs of everything at the moment in the world, the way the world is. It's like, you know, can anyone even afford to go on holiday? Can you afford to go on holiday? I don't know. And then, you know, it's normal to live with lots of debt. Well, it's not. It's not normal to live with lots of debt, but most people live with a ton of debt. Credit cards and 2 cars and student loans and children going off to college and, you know, whatever else debt you have, your mortgage. And there's a lot of stuff that just sort of piles up, and it's one thing after another, and it adds to stress, which adds to illness and adds to a lot of other troubles, right? And worries and lack of sleep. So if you are looking to create something different, you know, people call it a side hustle or whatever you want to call it, side income, whether you want to do it part-time or whether you want to just leave 9 to 5 behind and look for an alternative lifestyle because you're like me and you want something different, then I would really take a course. And I know people talk about courses all the time, but right now I'm taking the roadmap and it is helping my current online business so much, and I'm learning so many different skills. It's such good value for money. Like, seriously, it is good value. It has walked me step by step. There's over 32 hours, I think, like something like 350 videos that are taking me step by step. A lot of it I know in the beginning because it teaches you all the basics. So if you're not technical, if you've never built anything online, it teaches you all the basics from the ground up on how to start a business online, or if you want to be a digital marketer. And again, it doesn't matter what your niche is. It's going to teach you about buyer psychology. It's going to teach you how to drive traffic, how to create a funnel to get people in and convert into sales, how to create an email list that's automated and set up email automation and marketing and all those kinds of things, right? So it's incredible what it's going to show you. So I would really go in there and take a look around, read the modules. I've got all the modules listed. If you're not sure what's in there, there's 30 modules, again, 32 hours of information. And I will talk to you soon. And I hope that you've had some value and information from this video. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.